Are you okay?
No, I'm supposed to be doing a dev diary about the builder in 2.0, but we don't have a builder in 2.0.
What do you mean? Of course we have a builder.
No, look, I'm pressing B and that's supposed to open the builder down here, but it's not there.
Well, we move it over here.
Oh my god! Who did that?
We did.
I did?
No, we as a team. Like me, the programmer, the game designers, the development team.
Wow, I can't believe I made this all by myself. I didn't know I was capable of making incredible UI. That's amazing. Good job, me.
Do you want me to show you how it works?
Oh, I know exactly how it works.
You don't.
Because I made
You
it.
didn't.
But maybe you could show the viewers how it works.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, another week, another fabulous display of acting skills at the dev diary. This microphone is kind of Mike Wazowskiing me. I don't know how to mitigate that. I'll sit here. I'm joined today by Guy. Hello.
Hello.
It's not your first time on the dev diary. Last
No.
time was during 1.7. We were talking about customization, I think.
Yes.
And this time we're going to talk about something else that's already kind of see some of the reactions in the chat there, because it is a complete overhaul of the builder. And yeah, we have brought some screenshots. We are purposely not opening the game and showing the builder because there is a ton of new blocks that we're not ready to show yet. So we've taken some screenshots and we've taken some videos. Maybe we've overlooked stuff in the screenshots and videos, so maybe you'll catch a few leaks anyway. But other than that, I think we're ready for Guy, who was a big part in designing this UI, to take us through what it looks like and what it can do and why it is objectively the better building UI.
Yeah, so I think first we should start on why we did it.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of big reasons. Also, I have a lot of notes because there's a lot to talk about. So one of the first or the main reasons is because the game is growing. There's more and more blocks, and we wanted to make sure that navigating through all the blocks was easier.
Yeah,
became easier. The other reason was to make it somewhat better for new players, or more friendly for new players. Then we also wanted to improve the categorization of the blocks, because it's something that we notice a lot. Even like players that have thousands of hours in Trailmakers, they keep spending a lot of time trying to find a specific block through all the current categorizations.
Yeah. And
also just in general, like the Trailmakers is getting old, so we wanted to like reskin the UI and make it a bit more modern. So okay, I have already see a lot of questions.
Yeah. We'll take. I'll
Yeah.
read some questions as we go. First of all, let's get into it, so that people have stuff to ask questions about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that we went through the why, let's talk about what we did to accommodate those whys.
Yeah.
So the obvious one is bringing the entire like user interface to the left side, and like I said. The game currently has a lot of blocks, and the horizontal scrolling was not the most user-friendly to go through. So we put all the categorizations on the left side, and that gives us this. So now you can first see more blocks in one go, and you can also scroll vertically, which will be like a better experience for you.
Johannes seat. Yeah, we have. There's a few new blocks that we're not ready to show yet. We've used my face for those, so I'm sorry to disappoint you. There won't be a Johannes seat coming.
So another thing that we did was, and let's show a video for that.
Okay. Oh yeah, VLC on this.
Great.
VLC
Takes
is
a bit to open.
Yeah, and when it opens the first time, it's kind of cursed.
Okay.
So, but here we go.
Okay.
Yes.
So one of the things that we added is the ability for you to open and close like these like tabs or folders inside of the categories.
Yeah.
And it does save. So if you go to another category or if you leave the builder and you come back, like the things that you had open are open, and you think the things that you close are closed. So you can kind of have a bit of like customization there to hide maybe things that you're not as interested on, and so on.
You can it'll always save, so you can, if you're just only working with shapes now, you can just have that open, and you don't have to, like with the old builder, scroll like back and forth constantly, because it keeps resetting. Yeah. It remembers where you were the last time you had the builder open, so you have quick access to that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just FYI, all the categories that you're seeing are currently still in works, and even the whole user interface is still like in development. And specifically, the categorization where the categorizations that we have, where blocks are categorized, we're literally currently right now like working on it. Yeah. So it definitely will change.
Yeah, this is not like people are not looking at the final product here.
No.
I mean, it is sort of like it's not going to change drastically, right? This is the skeleton that they're getting, and then there might be a few kinks that need to be sorted and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we wanted to do is give the players two ways to go into building something. Yeah. Or into finding the blocks they need to build something.
Yeah.
The first way is how we usually do it and how we have it right now. So you think of a block, you go through categorizations, and you try to find the block based on what for you it makes more sense to find that block, depending on the categorizations that we have.
Yeah.
And the other way is we want to basically give the player a way to filter out essential or filter in only the essential blocks that they need to build a specific vehicle. So if you want to build a boat, you would go to boat category, and then you can see all of the things that you need to build, like
the ones down here.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And right now we have like the land vehicles, cars and boats, airplanes, and spaceships.
Did we leak a new wedge? We might have.
Maybe.
There might be a new wedge there. Well, it wouldn't be a dev diary without an accidental leak. Yeah. Anyways, that's on me.
Yeah.
Not you. Yeah.
Yeah, not on me. It's never on me.
No.
Don't take responsibility for anything.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. But the reasons, one of the big reasons why we wanted to add this new way of like looking for blocks, it's for new players.
Yeah.
But something tells me that even like old Trailmakers players will end up using it a lot. Oh, what is happening?
I think I touched. I touched desk control. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's changes on the builder. I don't know if we should like go through questions about the builder itself before we move to. Oh, actually, we should choose. We should show the blueprints also.
Yes, because this is one of the best things I think to come out of this change. It's the blueprints, your own blueprints folder here. That just looks a lot better.
Yeah, so again, the evil horizontal scrolling, it's gone, and you have access to way more blueprints and easier overview of like your blueprints.
Yeah.
Also, like, this is the start of the improvement of the builder and the UI in general in Trailmakers. There's more stuff that we want to do, and so this is not by any means like the end of the development and the improvement of the builder.
Yeah. Someone is saying, what is the saw symbol? Is that the wheel symbol up here? The settings? The settings symbol?
Yes, the settings.
Is that what you think is a saw? There's no saw. There's no saw category. No. But yeah, I think I see some people in chat already maybe coming a little bit around to it, because horizontal scroll is...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what UI it is, or what game it is, or what horizontal scroll is the devil.
Yeah.
And it's been a pain for too long.
Yeah.
And we say no more.
Mm-hmm. And also the ability to just, for example, you have like this section open, but you easily can hide this, and like suddenly your space for like building like your canvas becomes so much bigger and like more spacious than it was before. So I definitely think that's going to be really nice to have.
Someone's asking, what's the infinity symbol?
It's all.
It's all.
So basically, it's a place. I think we have yes.
There you have
it. So it's basically a place where you have all these little subcategories. All of them are here with all the blocks.
Yeah.
So you could even use the all category to organize which subcategories you want to see the most, because you can just close the ones that you you don't use as much and just have open the ones that you...
I feel like that's going to be a really underrated like quality of life change is the foldable menu, because you just had everything open before and had to scroll so much. I think it will really, like, once people get used to it, having only the folders open with the blocks you need, I think it's just gonna really optimize building in every possible way.
And like I said, like the game is growing, so even though it's still vertical scrolling, we will keep adding more and more blocks, and just the fact that you can just hide instead of like scrolling through all of the subcategories is going to help you to navigate it much faster.
Yeah, because we are gonna keep adding new stuff, right? Like, for example, in the combat category. There's already a few things there.
Yes.
And that's the kind of stuff that happens to all. And once it really starts, like a few years from now, when we have 100 new blocks, it would be basically impossible with the old builder. It was already getting too much with the amount of updates we release. So yeah, this is gonna make sure that we're basically safe for the future, right? Because no matter how much gets added, you can always fold the menu to only contain the amount of stuff that you want to see. That's enough of the combat menu. People are getting way too riled up there.
Should we maybe go into some questions about it? Because then there's like another segment that is a bit different.
Does anyone have any questions about the builder? Because then we have another thing afterwards that we also want to talk about. About the builder, please. Let's see.
Where are the details going?
What is that?
Oh, like accessories. Yeah.
Oh.
So right now on this one, it's here. I think we maybe have like... yes. No, this is the car. Okay, we don't have a screenshot of it.
Okay.
But in this one is here. But again, literally all of these categorizations will change. We're in the middle of organizing it even better.
Yeah.
So
then I see a few people asking, can we change back to the old one? No, you can't. Because in some way, if you could do that, that would also be like, I think, us not really believing in it. If we gave that option. And we don't want to keep adding legacy toggles to everything. We firmly believe this is better. And we think after a while of playing with it, you will see it too. So no, once this update hits, the old builder will be dead for good, and it's not coming back. But we promise we have the best of intentions with you. Will folders still work on PC? They will, yes. Consoles are still not folder supported. I'm sorry to say that. UI color customization. Does that look much how does that look? Do we have a screenshot of that? The colors
So,
and the...
Yeah, so right now, all the other elements of UI of the builders, such as the color blocks or the block styling and the decals, will look as the old version. Because, like I said, this is just the beginning of the builder update. So it is definitely our intention to go back to all of those things and update them, just like we're doing with the base of the builder.
Yeah. Okay. Then I see a few people asking for search functions. That's also something we've talked about.
Yes, so that's a big topic because it's not as easy as you may think, and even I thought, to implement. It is definitely on the talks, and we want to try our best to implement it. But it is takes resources.
Yeah.
We also didn't want to fall into the search as the solution for bad categorization and bad organization of the builder. So it was our priority to improve that first, and then we want to go in more into like the option of having a search bar. And also when we do it, or if we do it, we want to do it well.
Yeah. We don't want to add another beta tab to something.
No.
I did feel like we actually missed one thing here that I also think looks really good, and that's the downloads. I don't know if we were looking at blueprints before, but this is like the downloads, the workshop section, right?
Yeah.
So everything you've downloaded from the workshop gets here, and it's just a better overview. Also better, like bigger thumbnails, I think. When you have a lot of blueprints, they were kind of small, the thumbnails before. So that looks a lot better as well. There's also these things that are also already in the game. They have just moved position, right?
Yeah.
So they don't no longer have that very big, like thick block up here.
Yes. And one of our design ideas was to everything basically, or most of the things that you have to interact with in terms of UI are on the left side. So you don't have to go through, especially for console players, you don't have to like navigate through the whole space of the screen, and you have everything a bit more compact on one side.
Yeah. I see a fuck ton of messages in the chat that says more complexity. First of all, this is about the new builder, and no, the complexity limit won't be raised in 2.0, so you can stop asking now. There'll be a lot of other cool stuff though. Speaking of a lot of other cool stuff, what else do we have? Because we have done a little something with the transform slots as well.
Yes. So
do you want me to play the video here?
Not now.
Okay.
I basically want to explain what we changed and why.
Okay.
So we did change how the space of where you're building works.
Yeah.
So we kind of had this abstract place where you would build, and every time that you transform, use the transform slot to go to another vehicle, you would basically lose changes that you did. So for example, if I load the vehicle that I have on my transform slot 1, and I'm playing with it, I go into the builder, do some changes, and then during gameplay I transform to 2, I would lose whatever I did on the first one.
Yeah.
And that was like really annoying and not the greatest experience for the players, right? So what we're adding is first we're making the transforms slot or transform tool a more essential part of playing Trailmakers, and it's going to basically work as what is the hotbar.
Yeah.
So a place where you would like switch from your vehicles back and forth. And that means that one of the things that we also updated is if you go into your first hotbar place or vehicle and you change something on it, and then you go to a second one, the changes stay on the first one. So you can basically build onto your vehicles without the fear of losing what you did.
Yeah.
And then of course you would still be able to save as blueprints and so on.
Yeah.
Something that we see a lot of players wanting to do, especially in the campaigns, is that you have basically a base vehicle, and then you enter a situation where you want to, like, that vehicle to serve a different purpose.
Yeah.
So a lot of players find themselves like saving as a blueprint and then bringing the blueprint, dragging the blueprint, and then making changes to it.
Yeah.
So what we did, and like
you
we
get a
can
lot
show
of
the video.
you could get a lot of interrupted gameplay, right? When you have to go into the builder, change your vehicle out of the builder, because there are transformation slots in the game now, but they've kind of half-assed. You know, either you use the transformation slot in Trailmakers, or you don't even know that it exists as a function.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's so hidden. So it's become a very integral part, like Guy is saying, of the game, because there's going to be a campaign where you're going to need to switch up your vehicle once in a while based on the situation, and we don't want you to have to go into a menu constantly pausing your gameplay to switch vehicles. So
or like update your vehicle and then use a transform slot and suddenly you lost everything that you changed in your vehicle.
Exactly. It needs to be smooth gameplay without with as few interruptions as possible. I think a lot of you are saying no campaign now. I think you already guessed that based on the last dev diary with boss music. But yes, there is so much looming under this update that you haven't seen yet. This is the tip of the iceberg. Now show us those transform slots.
So this is specifically
DLC is being cursed again.
But this is basically specifically our solution for so you can see that you have the slots, and you can copy and make a copy of that slot into another one, and suddenly this is a different vehicle. But now you can adjust and other things, like maybe you need weapons on this one, so you would just do a copy of your basic one, and then you can just change and add weapons, and then you can go back and forth. The one that I have has weapons, and the one that doesn't have weapons.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got a little peek of the customization there as well. People were asking about the color stuff.
Yeah.
It has not changed that much, right? If anything at all.
No, but it's definitely
wait, where was it? There it is.
A priority for next updates.
Yeah. Okay, so this is still more or less the same.
Yes.
But everything else around it has changed. One thing at a time. Yeah. I see someone saying it looks so clean. I agree.
Oh, also, I want to add that if you don't love the having to build into one of these 4 slots, you will be able to build outside of the slots, and that would basically work as how we have it now.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're playing multiplayer and your friend drops a vehicle and you get into their vehicle, then you would basically be outside of the transform slots.
Yeah.
And you can see that in like the.
I love how people last.
So like here you can see.
Last dev diary, people will be like, will this only be a music update? And I'll see this. I think the same people asking, will this only be a UI update? We're telling you things gradually. We're not. Like I said, it's the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more, but this is still a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Because it's a very integral part of Trailmakers, the builder. So I'd say we're still.
And it is like there are more reasons on why we changed the builder and how the blocks look now, that it's very based on things that we're going to do for 2.0, and we can't go into it in this live stream. So there's even more reasons and more things that the builder will be used for.
Yeah. It would definitely be dangerous for me to jump into the builder here, considering as you can see how much new fun stuff there is. I mean, do we have are there any other questions both about the transformation slots or the new builder and nothing else? How many dev diaries will there be? I think this is the second one, and I think there are 6 more after this, something like that. Do we have a limit of saving our vehicles? I don't know if
as a blueprint.
Yeah, I don't know if the cap has changed in terms of how
No.
many blueprints you can have now. Are the controller inputs like on the new UI? Yeah, how is controller? Is it? That's a good question.
Yeah, so it's pretty like similar to how it was before.
Yeah.
In a way, but it will still be like basically a mouse that whenever you go to this side, it will automatically select these categories, and then you can use it like your D-pad and so on to go navigate through it.
And then I see someone. What happens to our blueprint after the update? Nothing is going to happen to your blueprints.
Yeah.
They are perfectly safe. Don't worry. And then someone else asked if you can move the UI around.
No.
No, you cannot. It is where it's supposed to be. Why is your head a seat? Because it's a new seat, and it's
Because you can sit on it.
and it's. Oh my god. Oh, good God.
No.
Okay. Keep. Okay.
Oh no.
Are they saying
Oh,
bad
no.
GUI or are they saying bad GUI?
I hope the second.
I think it's the second one. Can't wait to sit on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I think you derailed the chat here completely. That's a good distraction. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about this?
No. I think like again emphasizing that especially categorization of the things that you're seeing right now are going to change for sure, and that the UI builder improvement it's not going to end with this update. It's definitely just the start.
It's the start, and we're still showing you work in progress, and we're still also, even though this is a really big change to Trailmakers, we still have like I think 6 dev diaries to go, and we have not at all shown you the biggest things yet.
Yeah.
But this was the new building UI, and thank you so much for being here and explaining it to me and
you're
to
welcome.
and to everyone else. And then I just want to say, in 6 days, because it's Friday now, so it's 6 days until the next dev diary, which is also gonna be. I mean, they're just gonna get crazier and crazier. So remember to tune in next Thursday for the 3rd episode of the Dev Diary. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you Guy for being here.